What's up, everybody? This is Chris Pennie with Coheed and Cambria. About the start of the third week out on this tour with Slipknot and Trivium. It's been really, really awesome. So I should mention we are in Massachusetts right now. Last night we played at the Garden, Madison Square Garden in New York. You know, we played played the Garden like a year ago with Linkin Park as well, which is really, really awesome. So to kind of come back and say, you know, 2 times in less than a year, like that's pretty crazy. You know, I'm from around that area, you know, from New Jersey, so I've been to like many, you know, hockey games, you know, Ranger games and Knick games and stuff like that. So for me, as a, you know, a sports fan, that sort of thing, and going there when I was a kid, you know, and hearing my parents like talk about, you know, Led Zeppelin and, you know, like all these bands that they've seen there, and to play it, it was it's quite special. So I guess I should talk about my influences. You know, influenced by anything and everything. Growing up, was always into, you know, music bands like, you know, The Police and Iron Maiden. You know, so people like Nico and, you know, Stuart Copeland, and, you know, into like, you know, Beastie Boys, Run DMC. So yeah, you know, like those bands growing up, and the same thing. It just kind of it continues, you know, to this day, where, you know, there's people like, you know, 9 Inch Nails are a big influence, whatever, Kanye West, or, you know, any type of person in any genre that is really, I feel like, you know, has something to say or is doing something, then, you know, I'm checking it out, you know. So for those of you who don't know my style of playing, Coheed's style of playing, you know, it's kind of straightforward rock, you know, a little bit of progressive stuff in there, if that's what you want to call it. I don't like to label things, but, and I used to play in a band called the Dillinger Escape Plan, so kind of a contrast between both of these bands. And Dillinger was, you know, a little bit heavier, lots of time signatures, that sort of thing. And, you know, for me to take a break from that and, you know, and do Coheed and do something that's straightforward, hitting hard, and, you know, being out with guys that are, you know, truly amazing guys to be with on the road, it's really, really a great experience. So I'm really enjoying it. For me, you know, like I said, if it's like completely straight down the middle and I have more time to get there, I can hit harder. If there's like more notes to be played, then, you know, then I got to work a little bit more, you know, fingers and that sort of thing, you know, instead of being like so up and down here with, you know, like the whole arm and, you know, that sort of thing. You know, if I'm, you know, playing something that's a little bit, you know, faster BPM wise, or, you know, or if it's still like maybe in the same BPM like range, but there's just a lot more notes to be played, like, then I'm not going to be, you know, not going to be doing that. I don't have the time to get there. For me, you know, because of the, you know, the type of, you know, venue that we are in and the kind of mindset that kind of comes along with it, you know, like I'm still usually using like heavier sticks and, you know, like little, sometimes like thicker cymbals and stuff like that, thicker heads, you know, but at the same time though too, like, you know, I'm not trying to force like the drum. I'm just, you know, least amount of work possible, you know, and just totally trying to save my energy instead of like, you know, force the drum. Like, I'm going to talk about these little things I just whipped out of my pocket. These Power 5Bs, Vater Power 5Bs. I've been playing this model for a while. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between the Extreme Design XD 5Bs and the Power 5Bs. I really, you know, I don't have like a total preference. I like both. It just kind of, I guess it kind of just really depends on like what kind of mood I'm in, you know. And right now, like I'm really feeling these. You know, for me, I like the, you know, the top end weight up here. For me, I need to have that, you know, especially for like a harder playing situation. I just like the way it feels. I'm getting a lot of rebound like off the drum because of the weight of the stick. So, you know, I want something that's like really, really heavy, but something that is, you know, nice enough that feels like right, and I'm getting a nice amount of volume without doing a lot of work to, you know, pull it off the drum. So it's working amazing. And this is Chris, Pennie, Coheed and Cambria signing off. We got about another month of this Slipknot tour, so hopefully we will see you soon. Can you hear that? I can feel it.